Okay. Can everybody take their seats, please? We'd like to get started. Good morning. I'm Nancy Garland from the U.S. Department of Energy, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the 2010 Fuel Cell Seminar and Exposition. We have a terrific program planned for this week, an exciting and inspiring plenary session this morning. We're really happy about that. We had a short course yesterday. Are very grateful to the instructors. The attendees learned a lot. We had a workshop also that I attended yesterday on renewable resources, and all of us learned a lot in that workshop, so that was terrific. This morning from 8 o'clock till 9:30, we will have the opening plenary session, and Luis de la Varga will deliver welcoming remarks. Next, Dr. Mark Williams will present Fuel Cell Seminar Awards, which are given annually to those who have demonstrated significant and sustained leadership in the advancement of fuel cell technology. And the awards are intended to recognize both R&D accomplishments and those who have demonstrated significant and sustained leadership in the advancement of fuel cell technology. They're intended to recognize both R&D accomplishments and those who've promoted partnerships and built coalitions that advance research and development. The technical award for R&D accomplishment goes to Dr. Mark Debe of 3M for his seminal work on PEM fuel cells, leading to cost reductions of membrane electrode assemblies by decreasing platinum group metal loading with his nanostructured thin film catalysts, and by developing continuous fabrication processes to enable high volume production. The second award goes to Dr. Rich Carland, the Office of Naval Research. Rich has been a friend of electrochemistry from his early days as electrochemistry division chief at the U.S. Air Force Academy and as ONR program officer. These days, Rich is leading efforts to electrify military installations in the state of Hawaii. He's working with the Hawaii Advanced Vehicle Coordination Working Group, and he is also he's spearheading efforts to carry out tasks described in a brand new DOE MOU between the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy, and that's for ship and shore applications. These gentlemen are being recognized for their deep commitment and numerous incredible accomplishments in developing fuel cells. Thank you, guys. Next, Dr. Shailesh Vora, also from the Department of Energy, will introduce representatives from industry, and they have they've been incredibly strong supporters of fuel cells. The first speaker is Charlie Freeth, the Executive Director of the Global Fuel Cell Activities at General Motors. He leads GM's worldwide fuel cell development organization, and he'll describe current fuel cell activities at General Motors. The second speaker is Mr. Katoshi Matsumura. He led JX Nippon Oil and Energy's fuel cell technology business for 10 years. In 2008, as Executive Vice President, he established Eneos Celltech, which is the largest fuel cell manufacturer in Japan. Mr. Matsumura will discuss the AnyFarm project. That's, as most of you know, that's Japanese demonstration of residential fuel cell systems, and he's going to provide results to date. He will also describe Nippon Oil's fuel cell and hydrogen technology and business activities. The Bernie Baker Student Awards will be presented at lunchtime today in the exhibit hall right next door. First prize goes to Chen Hao Yang from the University of South Carolina. Second prize goes to Lincoln Miara from Boston University. And third place goes to Laura Cecilia Becky from Instituto Balseiro, chartered by the National University of Cuyo in Argentina. Congratulations to these students. Their work will be seen on the poster session this afternoon. After this opening session, we'll hold the Government Overview Plenary Session, which offers attendees an insight into local, national, and international government activities. Recent results from the Solid State Energy Conversion Alliance within DOE's Office of Fossil Energy, and activities in our Fuel Cell Technologies program in DOE's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy will be presented. We'll hear about fuel cell activities in the entire U.S. Department of Defense and hear about the status and prospects of fuel cells in Korea and learn about activities in the Danish Partnership for Hydrogen and Fuel Cells. After lunch today, we will Frank Willek from the Fuel Cell Energy will moderate a plenary roundtable with representatives from the fuel cell and natural gas industries that will explore how the two industries can cooperate to pursue their shared interests. Concurrent technical sessions will start this afternoon at 3:30 with 4 oral presentations, one on high temperature fuel cells, one track on low temperature fuel cells, one track on APU military, stationary and portable fuel cells, and the last track will be on government incentives, near-term fuel cell markets, smart grid, and economics. Tomorrow morning, during the plenary session that starts at 8 a.m., Mike Hicks, the president of the U.S. Fuel Cell Council, will deliver a State of the Industry address. Following that, from 8:30 to 10, Pete Devlin, who's the Market Transformation Team Leader at the U.S. Department of Energy, will moderate a panel on early market success stories that features representatives from early market customers who are they're deploying fuel cell products right now, and they're going to tell us about their experiences with operating fuel cells. So that will be terrific. In particular, the fuel cells for prime power, backup power, and material handling equipment will be presented. The poster session starts today from 3 to 5:30 and tomorrow will be held from 1:30 to 3:30. Posters will be in the exhibit hall. We have over 100 posters, and this is your chance to get up close and personal with the speakers. I'd like to remind all the poster presenters to put their posters up by 10 o'clock today. And also, I'd like to remind you for the poster presenters to please stand by your posters during your appointed time. The Applications and Market Committee of the Fuel Cell Seminar and Expo has assembled a number of exhibitions that we will see inside the exhibit hall. States like Ohio, Connecticut, and South Carolina have returned. We've got exhibits from as far away as Sweden and Japan. We have booths from suppliers of fuel cell materials and components and testing equipment, as well as fuel cell OEMs. The exhibit opens today at 11:15, right after our government overview session, and there will be a kickoff, a ribbon cutting at 11:15, and the session continues until 7 o'clock tonight. The exhibit will be open from 10 to 6 tomorrow and from 8 to 1:30 on Thursday. I'd like to mention 2 receptions that will be held this week. A welcome reception, which is sponsored by the U.S. Fuel Cell Council, will be held tonight from 5:30 till 7, and the industry industry reception, which is sponsored by Tanaka, will be held tomorrow night at Buckhorn Saloon, which is about 1 block from the Riverwalk. That promises to be a great event with food, drink, and lots of networking. And it's now my pleasure to introduce Luis de la Varga, who is the President and CEO of Texan Power Company, and he's chairman of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce Energy and Sustainability Committee, and he also serves on the board of directors for the Greater San Antonio Chamber. Luis, and I'd also like to present the Certificate of Appreciation from the Fuel Cell Seminar and Committee.